In the annals of legal history, the voices of black lawyers have often been the unsung heroes, tirelessly fighting for justice, equality, and change. In today's video, we amplify the voices of these legal trailblazers to inspire and to spark hope for a more just and equitable future. Let's go! 1. My advice to any youngster is simply consider what will help you most, reflect on what you see in your future, identify where your personal red lines are, and ignore the rest. Hashi Muhammad. Hashi Muhammad, a barrister specializing in planning and environment law, offers insightful advice to young people on the significance of self-reflection and prioritization. By focusing on what aligns with our long-term goals and personal values, we can discern our path forward. Recognize your boundaries and stay true to yourself amidst external pressures or distractions. His advice encourages resilience, strategic thinking, and self-awareness as keys to navigating one's journey towards success. 2. When you have more than you need, build a longer table, not a higher fence. Funke Abimbola, MBE. Funke Abimbola, a corporate lawyer and renowned diversity advocate, shares a powerful message about generosity and inclusivity. Her quote encourages us to embrace abundance rather than exclusivity. Instead of erecting barriers to protect our possessions or advantages, she urges us to extend hospitality and support to others. By widening the table, we create space for others to thrive and contribute, promoting a culture of sharing, unity, and collective growth. 3. Aim for the highest, best degree possible, develop interests outside the legal profession, and read anything you can get your hands on, be it newspapers or novels. Reading will help mold you into a good advocate. Courtney Griffiths, KC. Courtney Griffiths, a prominent criminal defense lawyer renowned for handling high-profile cases, shares valuable advice for aspiring legal professionals. He advocates for aiming for excellence in education and the importance of broadening your horizons beyond the confines of the legal profession. By doing so, you can cultivate a well-rounded perspective and enhance your advocacy skills. He suggests that a diverse range of reading materials can contribute to the development of critical thinking, empathy, and persuasive communication. Essentially, the quotes encourages continuous learning and intellectual curiosity in becoming an effective advocate capable of navigating complex legal challenges with insight and proficiency. 4. I am a woman. I am mixed race. I grew up in East London and Essex. I am not posh, but I am not going to let anyone tell me that the bar is not for people like me. Alexandra Wilson. Alexandra Wilson, a criminal and family barrister known as the Essex Barrister, asserts her identity and challenges stereotypes within the legal profession. Wilson boldly rejects the notion that the legal profession is exclusively reserved for individuals of certain backgrounds or social status. By proudly asserting her identity and heritage, Wilson challenges systemic barriers and biases that perpetuate exclusion and elitism within the legal field. Her declaration serves as a powerful assertion of self-worth and determination, inspiring those who may face similar barriers to pursue their aspirations unapologetically. Overall, she highlights the importance of representation and dismantling barriers to access in the legal profession, ensuring that it is truly reflective of the diverse communities it serves. 5. You do what you think is right and let the law catch up. Thurgood Marshall. Thurgood Marshall, a pivotal figure in the fight for civil rights and the first Black United States Supreme Court Justice, poses a profound statement about justice, which reflects his bold approach to advocacy and legal activism. It's important that we have the moral courage to challenge unjust laws and norms. Thus, it's imperative to recognize that social change often precedes legal reform, and that we must take bold action based on our principles and values, even if it means pushing against existing legal boundaries. By advocating for what we believe is right, Marshall believed that the law would eventually evolve to reflect the changing moral consensus of society. 6. Money will determine whether the accused goes to prison or walks out of the courtroom a free man. Johnnie Cochran. Johnnie Cochran, a prominent American attorney renowned for his defense work, particularly in the O.J. Simpson murder trial, sheds light on the dynamics of power and privilege within the legal system. He highlights the pervasive influence of wealth and resources in shaping legal outcomes. The reality is that those with financial means often have greater access to quality legal representation and can leverage their resources to secure favorable verdicts. This observation draws attention to the inequalities inherent in the justice system, where socioeconomic status can significantly impact one's ability to receive a fair trial. 7. Those gains we have made were never graciously and generously granted. We have had to fight every inch of the way and in the face of sometimes insufferable humiliations. Jane Bolin. Jane Bolin, a pioneering attorney and the first Black female judge in the United States, highlights the reality that progress towards equality has often been met with resistance and opposition, rather than being freely bestowed. She emphasizes that these gains were achieved through persistent advocacy and activism, often in the face of significant obstacles and indignities. Thus, reminding us of the ongoing struggle for social justice and the importance of steadfast commitment to fighting for equity and inclusion. 8. Your value is not determined by your bank account, it's determined by the impact you have on others. Star Jones. Star Jones, a former New York City district attorney, challenges the conventional notion that one's value is synonymous with material wealth or financial success. Instead, she promotes the importance of the impact we make on the lives of others as the true measure of our worth. This perspective shifts the focus from external markers of success to the intrinsic value of human connections and contributions to society. She suggests that the positive influence we have on others, whether through acts of kindness, mentorship, advocacy, or support, ultimately defines our true value and legacy. 9. A lawyer is either a social engineer or he is a parasite on society. Charles Hamilton Houston. Charles Houston, also known as the man who killed Jim Crow due to his role in dismantling that law, reflects on the responsibility lawyers have to use their skills and knowledge to bring about positive change in society. He speaks on the dual role that lawyers can play, either as agents of social progress, working to address injustices and improve the lives of others, or as contributors to societal problems, if they prioritize self-interest over the greater good. By framing the dichotomy in such stark terms, Houston calls to attention the ethical imperative for lawyers to align their work with the advancement of justice and equality. 10. In many ways I had given up on a career at the bar because I hadn't gone to Oxbridge. Masndo Ng. Masndo Ng, an award-winning barrister and founder of Bridging the Bar, speaks on the societal perceptions and barriers faced by people from non-traditional backgrounds in pursuing careers in law. He highlights the pervasive influence of elitism and privilege within the profession and challenges the narrow definitions of success and meritocracy, thus pointing out the need for greater diversity and inclusivity within the legal profession to ensure that talent and potential are not overlooked based on arbitrary markers of status or prestige. In conclusion, these lawyers have not only excelled in their legal careers but have also used their platforms to challenge injustice, dismantle systemic barriers, and advocate for equality under the law. As we honor their contributions, let us carry their legacy forward, using our voices, our skills, and our collective power to create a world where justice truly prevails for all. Until next time, stay inspired.